Virtual high five!
Oh, I'll do that no more.
Okay, enough shenanigans. Today is going to be a bit of a different lesson because we were just talking earlier about what we could do that was a little bit different for today's lesson. And I said, wouldn't it be fun if I tried to teach everybody how to play a walking bass line in under 10 minutes? Okay guys, let's do this. I should show you as well. Look at this, I'm loving these tape wounds on the oh. So nice, so. Anyway, so let's get into walking bass lines. First of all, why are they so important? In a nutshell, because there's no better learning tool than walking bass lines to mastering your fingerboard. Bar none. I've never come across anything that I've used with students that has made their knowledge of the fretboard and exactly how to understand what they're doing, what, you know, arpeggios, scales, and all of those things that we need to learn. There's nothing I've come across like walking bass lines that helps students get to that next level. The chord progression we're going to be looking at today, we're just going to be looking at the first few bars, okay? The first 8 bars, okay? And the reason why we're looking at the first 8 bars is that I just want to get laser focused on a really specific chord sequence, and it's just going to work out better for you guys, okay? So you can download the chord sheets and the PDF that goes with this lesson below in the description, so make sure you do that so you know what the heck's going on. A walking bass line, if you think about what a rhythm section does, right? What does a piano player do? They play chords. What does a guitar player do? They play chords. What does the bass player do? Well, the bass player does the same thing. We play chords, but we don't do it all in one. What we need to do as bass players is play the chords, but outline the chords in a linear fashion. What we need to do is you can actually hear all the chords going by there. That's because I'm spelling the chords out and I'm using the chord tones, I'm using the arpeggios. This is why it's really important to learn your arpeggios, because they're the juicy notes, they're the meat and the potatoes, they're what really make that difference to the audience's ear when they're listening to you play, okay? That's why arpeggio is really important. That's why walking bass lines are really amazing, because they show you how to use arpeggios in a musical way. So the first thing to get into your mind is that you don't need to use all of the notes from all of the arpeggios to create a great walking bass line. You can actually create a great walking bass line with just roots and fifths. And just get used to playing 2 in the bar to start with, okay? It's going to give you a little bit of breathing space, and you need that. You know, this is doing this stuff. It can be hard work for the brain sometimes, so just give yourself a little bit of breathing space. So we're going to start with 2 in the bar. Here we go. So there, what you'll have seen is I'm playing root and then fifth above. Root and then fifth above. Root, fifth, root, fifth. The gag is, a lot of the time there's a fifth below, okay? So check this out. Root is here for the C minor. Root, 5. But that G there, that fifth, also is root, fifth, root, fifth, root, fifth. This is so easy to remember as well, because it's on the same fret, right? It's just the same fret, a string down. That's where the fifth is. F. And for the fifths above, it's just root and then 3 frets up on the next string. So just remember that shape. Again, it just outlines the chords really well. So let's recap. We've gone round those 8 chords, right? You've got your backing track, you've got your PDF. We've gone round the 8 chords. You've played root 5th, root 5th, root 5th. Now don't get me wrong. I know it as yet, it doesn't sound like... We're gonna get there, right? Check this out, guys. You can play a great walking bass line just with roots and 5s. Just roots and 5ths. I'm not putting any 3rds in, any flat 7s, any major 7s, any chromatic passing notes. Now we've got the roots and the 5s happening, what we need to do is add in the 3rds, because the 3rds give us they let the listeners and ourselves know whether it's a major or minor chord. Minor 3rd, it sounds like, gives us a minor sound. If it's a major 3rd, it gives us a major sound. To do this, I just want you to play root, 3rd, 5th, and then have a rest, okay? So root, 3rd, 5th, rest. Now, what do we do with that rest? Here's the cool bit, guys, and this is when it starts to really sound like a great walking bass line. All you need to do is play root, 3rd, 5th. Now that was a C minor there, right? Root, 3rd, 5th. Where are we going next? Where are we going? What chord's next? Root, 3rd, 5th. Well, the next chord is an F dominant 7. Root, 3rd, 5th. So there's the root of the next chord. We're on here, this is the 5th of C, root, 3rd, 5th, rest, and then that's our next note. So can you tell me, what do you think is going to be the next note, or the best note to get us down here? We're on here, we want to get here, it's going to be, we're going to play a chromatic note above the root that we're moving to. Again, I'm going to say that again. We play root, 3rd, 5th, and then we play a chromatic note above the root that we're moving to. So now I'm going to the F7, root, 3rd, 5th, chromatic note moving to the B flat, okay? B flat 7, B flat major 7, 3rd, 5th, chromatic note moving to the E flat, major 7. Now on this E flat major 7, what we're going to find is root, 3rd, 5th. The next chord is A minor 7 flat 5. We're on the B flat. We need to find a note from somewhere, but there's no note in between. We can't play a chromatic note above the A because it doesn't exist right here. So what do? We play a chromatic note below. Chromatic note below, root, 3rd, 5th, same thing. We're on the flat 5 of that A minor 7 flat 5 there. We need something for the 4th beat of the bar. We're moving to a D dominant 7, but there's no note in between. So what we're going to do again here is move to the chromatic note below the D. Okay, this is what it's going to sound like if we speed up a bit. time. Everything I played there was just root, third, fifth, chromatic note. Root, third, fifth, chromatic note. So that's a great exercise for you, just to get into this walking bass line thing and be able to start putting the arpeggios that you're learning into practice. Now bear in mind, right to this point we've only used roots, thirds, fifths and chromatic notes. We've not even talked about sevenths, flat sevens, we've not talked about scale notes or anything like that. So this is just one concept when it comes to walking bass lines. If you really want to get into this further, which I hope you do, you should definitely check out the Beginning Jazz Survival Guide, which is an amazing course in the Academy at scotsbasslessons.com. If you're watching this and you're an Academy member, go check it out, go jump into it like yesterday, because it will have a really huge effect on your bass playing. If you're not already a member at the Academy over at Scots Bass Lessons, make sure you grab your 14-day free trial just to go through that one course. Like, we've got 20 odd or more courses in there, and we do live seminars where you can come and hang out with me and some of the best bass educators in the world every week from the comfort of your own home, because it's live streamed. But just if you're going to go and do one course, go check out that Beginning Jazz Survival Guide, because it really holds the key, the secret to learning your fingerboard in a much deeper and usable way than you ever will have done before. Let's have the guys in. You guys are becoming regular features in here. What do I say? As always, see you in the shed. Whoa, where are you going? If you haven't subscribed to the Scots Bass Lessons channel yet here on YouTube, click the link, subscribe. I release 2 videos like this every single week. You can also check out our other videos over there, and if you've not checked out scotsbasslessons.com membership, check it out. You can grab your 14-day free trial over there.